You know what's a conversation that always gets people immediately heated up is whenever we talk about government helping, whenever we talk about any type of assistance. Nothing makes me cringe more than sitting back listening to people talk about you guys just want something for free, especially when it comes to black people and other minorities. You guys just want a handout. You guys just want something for nothing. And then we start looking at shit from a historical standpoint, and you're like, now let's look at your motherfucking parents and grandparents. Let's rewind back. Because when we really sit back and we talk about this, everything goes back to the New Deal, who was created and signed by President FDR. That basically gave nice loans, home loans, to white people, to your grandparents, to your parents, and shit like that. And I get so irritated about this topic because I remember in school, and of course, I'm always the very few selected black people in the room, and they're talking about, the New Deal was great. It helped out a lot of families. I said, yeah, it was a nice government handout to white people. But when it came to us, we didn't benefit from that. And the argument's always, well, they worked for it or they served in the war. So what about our people that worked and served in the war? Because if I can recall correctly, as black people, we built a whole entire fucking country for free and have yet to receive any type of reparations from that. But when it comes to our white parents and grandparents who got a fat ass handout from the United States government, that's not seen as a handout?
Let's talk about the history of redlining and housing discrimination in America. When tracing the origins of housing discrimination in America, we can point a finger at FDR and the New Deal. Franklin Delano Roosevelt was elected President of the United States during a time when the Great Depression was completely ravaging America. With this happening, FDR wanted to institute a program that would give immediate housing aid and assistance to Americans. But the Federal Housing Administration and these programs would make it so that mortgage loans in predominantly black areas would be more risky to give out. These policies ensured that mortgage loans would more often than not go to white home buyers, and they also sought to ensure that predominantly white areas would stay white. You'd see mortgage lenders and developers doing things to make sure that black people could not buy houses in predominantly white and affluent neighborhoods. Present day America, you'll see highways built through predominantly black and historically black neighborhoods. Highways that were built 50 to 60 years ago to bring down the value of black neighborhoods. The term redlining originates from when mortgage lenders and developers would draw red lines around and through black neighborhoods to deem them more hazardous and to let people know where the predominant black neighborhoods were. The legacy of these racist policies exists today. A study finds that property managers in Chicago, Los Angeles, Louisville, Houston, and Providence are least likely to answer prospective black and Hispanic tenants. Add your name to the petition linked in my bio to stand in solidarity with the people experiencing these racist policies and to help end housing discrimination once and for all.
All I'm going to say is sit back, educate yourselves, learn about the impact of systems and on certain groups. Because yes, people do have individual problems, but a lot of these problems were created by the fucking system. Look at the response to everything else in this world. Black person asking for a handout, you guys are just looking for shit for free. White person asking for a handout, they just need a little help. Black people hooked on crack that was put in our communities by the government, they need to be in prison. White people hooked on pills, it's an addiction and it's a problem. It's not a coincidence, y'all.